Hi, and welcome back. We have begun to take our dreams down from the cloud, align them with God's will, and shift our hearts from worldly ways of self-focus to godly ways of pouring into others and allowing God to bring the rain, the abundance. Here's what excites me the most, is talking about this shift and what it looks like to live in a way that's pleasing to God, that's completely the opposite of the world's way. It's a shift from worldly to godly, and it's where everything starts to look and feel different. And here's where you come alive. It's not just a shift or a change of mindset. It's not just about thinking differently. It's a change in your entire state. The Bible tells us in a book of Galatians, which I love, and it says, take off the cloak of old humanity, the weight of the world, and put on something new, this new light humanity. It's a shift from dark to light, a shift from striving to peace, a shift from living weighed down to living lifted up. So are you stepping into a new way of thinking and a new way of seeing the world? I sure hope so, because it's such an amazing place to live. You don't serve out of obligation, but you start to serve because your heart wants to. You don't chase happiness, you actually attract joy, peace, and abundance effortlessly. And you don't struggle for success, you actually step into a life that overflows. And the more you let go, the more you transform. And as you transform, you begin to feel it. The warm rain of peace, joy, and abundance finally begin to fall down on you. All the things you were searching for start to be attracted to you. The winds of change just start moving in your favor. So this is the shift, and this is where everything changes. So let's begin. The shift is a change in vibration. It's dark to light. If we're going to begin to live on God's wisdom, where are you getting your wisdom from? And you can get some from me, and I'll continue to come on here, and I'm going to start doing Bible studies, and we can dive into his word and keep it very high level and simple. Maybe it's time to jump over to B101 and start at least understanding God is, and listen to his words, not mine. If you go to B101, I'll give you the place to start. That's not overwhelming, but you could just start to understand who he is and who you are to him. But his book, the Bible, the one that B101 talks about, yeah, I'm sure you've heard of it before, the most produced book in history. It could intimidate a lot of people, and for good reason. It really is hard to read if no one ever took 5 or 10 minutes to explain it to you. And I'm not here right now to break that down for you, but you do have to start to know his word if you're going to live according to it. So B101 is a place that you can learn at your own pace, hear from his words for yourself, and finally understand what his way is all about. And until then, stay with me, and I'll do the best I can to start to slowly help you understand what it means to live with a godly heart instead of a worldly heart. But right now, I am simply here to speak to the top things the world is chasing. And I'm not here to preach. I'm just here to show you the real answers according to God's blueprint, the Bible. I call it life's true instruction book. I'm here to help you attract the life you desire, the life that you've always wanted in full force, the life that you don't want to have to grind for until you burn out. I'm here to teach you how to attract it. And the key to attraction is a shift in your vibration, shift from dark to light. And you already know this. Light attracts. When light shows up in a room, what happens? Darkness flees. This is what we're going to become, a light that attracts, a force that casts out darkness. So let's talk about vibration for a minute, because your vibe attracts your tribe. What you carry is what you pull into your life. Whatever your vibration is what you're attracting. And if you're going to attract the life you truly desire, you need to raise your vibration and align it with light. Let's break that down. How do you shift your energy to attract more joy, more peace, and more abundance into your life? Let's get into it. There is power in your vibration. If you want to attract a higher life, you need to raise the vibration. But what does that really mean? Well, we can quantify energy. Every emotion, every thought, and every action carries a frequency. Low vibrations pull you down. They're heavy, they're draining, and they keep you stuck. And high vibrations lift you up. They bring you clarity and joy, and they attract abundance. What are low vibration traits? Well, they're the worldly mindset. Let's put a quantitative value on them. So the world's vibration are the lower vibrations. Shame is 20 points, guilt 30, fear is 100, fear. Some of you are like, I'm not afraid of the boogeyman. Fear is not that. Fear is what holds you back from putting yourself out there because you care about what people think or say. But fear is of the world. It's 100 points. Anger, 150, and pride, which we all struggle with, is 175 points. Those are worldly traits with low vibration. High vibrations are godly mindset. Love is worth 700 points. Joy is 500. Peace worth 600. Gratitude worth 900. Your life is a direct reflection of what frequency you are living at. But we have to get honest about your natural frequency because so many people think they are at a higher frequency and they think they're kind of a little bit better than they are. Your natural state is a low vibration. And here's something you need to recognize. Your natural human tendency is to live in a low vibration. And if you don't believe me, think of this. What is a baby's first word? Yes or no? Of course, it's no. When there's an awkward pause in a conversation, do people fill it with gossip or are they so busy just saying wonderful things about people? How about when you pass a lonely old man sitting on a bench? Is your instinct to avoid eye contact and keep moving or to go over and talk to him? Guys, low vibration is what comes easy. That's why most of the world lives in a low vibrational state. But high vibration, you have to be intentional. Love is intentional. Generosity, intentional. Forgiveness, you have to be intentional. Serving others is intentional. It doesn't always come naturally, but it's what separates you from the world and raises your frequency and shifts you from dark to light. You have to recognize yourself in all of this. The world will tell you, do what feels good. Help when it's convenient. Look out for yourself first. But God's blueprint is the complete opposite. He says, love your neighbor. In the Bible, he says, forgive 77 times, 7 times. Forgive. Bless those who persecute you. That may be a new way of thinking. That's not living in low vibration. That's operating at a frequency that attracts miracles. It's an upside down kingdom where the world says, do what's good for you. God says, pour onto others. Are you starting to see the shift? One keeps you weighted down and one sets you free to live the life of your dreams. You have to choose which one you want to live in, which frequency. When you raise your vibration, you don't just change your life, you change the atmosphere around you. People feel drawn to you. Opportunities, they just come out of nowhere. You start attracting joy, abundance, and favor. Well, because now you are the light. And when light enters a room, darkness flees. In the Bible, Jesus speaks in parables. And in Matthew 7:16, he says, you can identify those living by his principles, not worldly principles, right? By the fruit that they produce, by the way they act. And then he says, can you pick grapes from thorn bushes or figs from thistles? He speaks in parables, but are you producing good fruit or worldly fruit? Are you producing love, joy, peace, kindness, forgiveness, patience, abundance? Because good fruit produces the dreams of your life. But here's the truth. Transformation isn't just about knowing this. It's doing this. You can't just shift your mind. You have to shift your actions. So today, we're going to talk about how to live out the traits that change everything. These aren't just good habits. They're not just nice to haves. These are the qualities that make you magnetic. These are the traits that elevate your life. These are the real fruits of the Spirit. And the best part, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to get started. And listen, I understand that the easy way is the world's way. That's why most people are not different. It's easy to follow the crowd. But do what's easy and life will be hard. But do what's hard and life will be easy. You have to be intentional to love, to forgive, to serve, to pour onto others. But do what's hard and life will be easy. Let's talk about how we can shift and practice each of these qualities in real life without it being too complicated. Let's talk about love because God made it so easy. If you just love everyone all the time, regardless of whether they deserve it or not, peace and abundance and joy will come to your life. So simple, right? Just love everyone. Well, he made it simple, but it's not easy to love everyone. Next time you're at a store, just look at the cashier and look them in the eyes and genuinely say, how is your day going? And that's how simple it is. It's just recognizing and being present with somebody and truly caring about how their day is going. That's all it is. It's a shift. And it's amazing that that might feel awkward to you. That shouldn't be awkward. That should be the norm. Taking an extra 5 seconds just to acknowledge someone, really, that should be the norm, right? It's small, it's easy, and it changes the energy around you. Let's just start there. Love is the most attractive energy on earth. Let's just start using it. How about service? The secret to influence is to serve others. How about we make someone's life 1% easier? If you want to be remembered, you want people to gravitate to you, start making their life a little bit easier. Hold the door open for a few extra seconds. Carry something when somebody's struggling. When you serve people, feel it. You become someone that people want to be around. Try it, you'll see. Service always creates opportunities. Okay, generosity. Everybody thinks it's money. No, give without overthinking. Like, yes, if you have some spare change, you can pay for somebody's coffee. It can be monetary, but it's not that. Generosity is giving your attention to people instead of scrolling on your phone. It's calling a friend who you haven't spoken to in a while that is not that easy to talk to because maybe their life is heavy. Be generous with your time, with your compliments, with your heart, and with your money. Because when you do give freely, it always comes back to you multiplied. Okay, forgiveness, the shortcut to freedom. Forgiveness is a big one. And I will say, if you're in the early stages and you're in the early relationship with God, maybe this one takes a little bit longer, but oh my gosh, it's so freeing when you start to recognize yourself as a sinner, not meaning, oh, you do horrible things, because you don't look at yourself that way. But do you envy? Do you gossip sometimes? Do you get lazy? Yeah, these are sins. You don't realize it. When you start to see yourself as a sinner, you have a little bit more forgiveness of others because you see a piece of yourself in their flaws. So forgiveness, it's the shortcut to freedom. Let one small thing go today. Say someone cut you off or they were rude to you. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Don't react. That will have an impact on them. Or someone said something that should have really annoyed you. Just let it go. And it's not for them. Even if they don't deserve your forgiveness, it's not for them. It's for you. Holding on to negativity lowers your vibration. Forgiveness is not weakness. It's power. Just start small, train your heart to let things go faster. And then another fruit of the Spirit would be kindness, the unseen superpower. I don't know, send a text with no expectation. Text someone out of nowhere and just tell them something positive that they came to mind and you just want them to have a great day. That shouldn't feel weird to you, but it will in the beginning. No agenda, no follow-up, just kindness. Tell them something great about themselves, the way they made you feel sometime. Kindness is magnetic and it makes people remember you. It shifts your energy instantly. If you want to attract good people, start being kind to everybody. Try this. All right, humility. That's another great fruit of the Spirit. The fastest way to win people over is to be humble. Ask more questions than you answer. Next time you're in a conversation, resist the urge to talk about yourself. Ask about them. Truly be curious and listen. Let them be seen and heard. The most interesting person in the room is always the most interested. Another fruit of the Spirit would be a peacekeeper, controlling the temperature. You're somebody who keeps it calm in the presence of the room when drama starts. Be the one who stays calm. Be the person who speaks peace. Be the peacemaker. People will look to you for leadership. You'll attract respect and influence. And we all know this, we just don't do it. But when we start to really think about it, you're like, oh, I will attract that. You'll feel better. Low vibration people create chaos, and high vibration people, they create peace. Think about these fruits of the Spirit. They're qualities that attract. And the shift is not just what you think, it is what you do. The world runs on low vibration habits, but you are stepping into high vibration living. And now you are good fruit. You are producing peace, joy, love, and abundance, and that will attract everything to you. You're becoming the person who attracts everything that they once chased. So go out today and practice just one. Show love, serve, give, forgive, be kind, stay humble, and keep the peace. Because the world is about to start noticing your shift. Because the world is about to start noticing your shift. And wait till you see what rains down on you.